Welcome all you beautiful thinking people, back to Advocation X and your host, Clyde. Today I'd like to brush on a topic that's going to really pique your interest. Now, before I begin, do me, this channel, and everybody else a big favor. Smash that like button. Get us on that algorithm and distribute it to many more people. Subscribe to our channel. We really are looking to get a whole lot more subscriptions than we have. But we are growing. For everyone we lose, we gain back 1 1/10. Okay? Whatever it is, we're moving. But we can't move without your help. Also, you can become a member. And you can smash that bell, which will make sure you don't miss anything going forward after you subscribe. Let's dive in. Those of you who didn't listen to me when Tesla was at $37 a share, and you threw it back at me and said, well, why aren't you in it? And I told you, I didn't have the capital at the time, but I saw the potential and that everyone else should get involved. So those of you that do know me personally and had the honor of me telling you way back then, do you realize that Tesla went from that $37 a share that I was telling everybody to get in on, and then it went to $600 a share, and I told everybody, oh my gosh, and they thought, well, it's too expensive. I said, no, it's not too late. Get in, whatever you have. If you can buy one a month, one a year, buy it. Then it went to $1,400, $1,500, and it went back down, and they split the stock. And it went to $416 a piece or something like that. And still, I told everybody, get in, buy it, get in, buy it, buy the shares. If you have the money, buy it. It's down to $400 and some odd a share. If you're one of those people, hit me up in the comments or call me personally, since you know me personally, and tell me what you think of Tesla now. Because from that $416 a share, it has gone up as high as $1,237, I believe it was. Folks, I'm only here to give you the best of what I can. You can only lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. That is a statement that has plagued me my whole life. People used to tell me, you can't change the world, Clyde. You can't protect everybody, Clyde. You can't. That's all I hear from the world is you can't. The only reason you can't is because you don't take the first step. I try my best to help everybody, and I give you all the information I can gather. But it is up to you to do something with it. That doesn't mean you have to follow what I say. I'm not a financial advisor, right? It's all my opinion. But my opinion is honestly based on the facts I can gather, and it is always done without malice. Always given without malice. Tesla skyrocketed. And now you may be thinking, well, it's a lost cause now. There's no way I'm going to put any more money behind that when it is so expensive right now. It has been hovering around $1,000 per share. In between, let's say, $1,150 to $980 a share. A lot of people are going to say the same thing as they did at 37, as they did at 600, as they did at 1400, as they did at 416. I can't afford it. It's too expensive. And I don't recommend this, but in order to start, you can go on an exchange that gives you fractional shares. Some of them are honest, some of them aren't. Some of them are gouging you, some of them are not. Some of them are getting you the best price available, some are not. And again, just my opinion. Nobody trying to get sued, as Keen and Grace would say. Just my opinion. When we go through and we look at where Tesla is now, just in the share price, I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, it's grossly undervalued. You're going to say, who is this guy? Oh my Lord, this guy Clyde, he's a fanboy. He just, whatever they do, they can't do no wrong. Oh yeah, they can, and they have. They had production hell. They had all kinds of things that have been monkey wrenches thrown in their works. But guess what? I'm not joking when I tell you they are grossly undervalued. Grossly undervalued. Now, do your DD. look at the fundamentals and you go, they're operating at such a high rate as it is, like so many times earnings. Why would we invest now? It's like on cloud 9 already. And I go, it's only begun. That climb, cloud 9 is where everybody strives for. They have already mapped out cloud 25. The roadmap to get there, only they have locked up. But I can imagine exactly what's going on. So let me give you the first catalyst for Tesla's stock share and the company as a whole. When they report their earnings, which is coming up in just a couple of days, you're going to go again. Oh, it's too late for me now. Look, now they've reported the earnings. Now everybody's gotten in and the stock has gone way up. I'm out. I'm done. I'm going to tell you again. It's never too late to get in. Unless it's maybe 2030, then it's going to become a FANG stock. In my opinion, again, just my opinion, nobody trying to get sued. I believe at that point, they will have gone so high and they will reach that flattening out plateau where they're going to continue growing, but they're going to be growing at a much slower pace because they will have accomplished most of what they set out to do. They will be operating at such high levels in every department that in order to improve that, which I know they will, it's going to be incremental improvements, small incremental improvements, which are going to continue to grow the company, continue to grow its net worth and its value, but it's not going to be the skyrocketing moves that we've been seeing since, when did I start watching it? I would say I started watching it around 2015? Anyway, somewhere in there. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Nobody trying to get sued, just my opinion. So, if you look at that, and you look at my advice that I've been giving all the way along, when will you realize that it is a great investment? Oh, and by the way, there's some of you that I've laid bets with. Don't worry, folks, they weren't big monetary bets. They were for dinners. And I'm owed dinners by some of you. Come on now, I'm waiting for a phone call. When the earnings call comes out, people are going to realize, a lot more people are going to realize, oh my, we missed the boat. You haven't. Get in now. Stay in. Don't get freaked out by the big swings that they make. They make these big swings because so many people are talking so much negativity about them, but they keep proving over and over again that the negativity that you're hearing and seeing is what we call FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. People spread things that instill fear, uncertainty, and doubt in many people. But those who do their research are never deterred. They don't become fearful because they realize this thing is going and it's not going to stop for anybody. It's not listening to the FUD. So somehow, Elon Musk and the teams at Tesla have blocked you out, FUDsters. They've blocked you out. They don't listen to you at all. They just keep moving forward. They're focused on growing an amazing, functional company, partnership, conglomerate of hardworking, great people moving in the same direction. I'm going to give you one more catalyst to think about. Just one more catalyst. And you're going to have to follow the rest of the videos in this sequence about Tesla. You'll see them coming out one after the other because there is so much to discuss I can't get it in one. So the next catalyst, which is going to improve the company and the share price, we're about to see Terafactory Texas come online. Now, I know people are calling them gigafactories, whatever, and I don't take that for 1 second. Because if I'm Elon Musk, I'm no longer building gigafactories. I am looking for terafactories because the amount of cars that are going to be produced, they're going to need the battery production to be in terawatts, not gigawatts. Terra Texas is coming online. Yes, it's going to have the problem line. Cybertruck. The Cybertruck is going to make Tesla go to the stars. It's already been dancing on the moon. It's just about to go to Mars. The Cybertruck is going to send them to the stars. The Cybertruck is going to be such a profitable product for Tesla. It's going to be like the Model Y is to the company now. He said the Model Y would become the highest selling vehicle, bar none, not just electrical, of any vehicle. And it's just about there. Model 3 has beaten out every model of vehicle in many markets. Not around the world yet, but very soon. The leader in vehicles, period, models, so single model taking on the biggest market share, will be Tesla. The Cybertruck is going to catapult the company and the share price to the stars. Terra Texas is the reason for that. The ability for that to produce is going to be beyond our imagination. Some people are saying 500,000 vehicles a year. I'm saying that's a very low estimate. I'm saying that within a few years of ramping and tweaking and building and making this thing a reality, it will be putting out millions of vehicles per year. Now remember what I said before about the plateau. It's going to hit because eventually they're not going to need any more vehicles. And the ones that are existing last so long with so little repairs and so cheap on operating costs that who's going to get rid of theirs? Those that can afford it, yes, they're going to buy the next model and the next model and the next model, and some of those vehicles will be recycled or sold as used or whatever the case may be. The batteries will go into storage. But just look at the progress that just Terra Texas is going to afford Tesla shareholders and Tesla lovers and Tesla newcomers everywhere. If you look at some of those games that your kids play or that you play, and you see when they have these little huts and you build from there and they start producing your little men and they start going out of the door, that's how you're going to see Model Y coming out of that Terra Texas. Now, if they put a Model 3 line in there as well, wow, just imagine 2 streams. And the Cybertruck, 3rd stream. Those doors are going to stay open perpetually because they're just going to continually stream out product. It will be a never-ending stream in and out of that building, and it will just continue to increase as their efficiencies increase. We've heard that Elon Musk has moved his head offices into Terra Texas. This again is going to increase the efficiency of that system. That factory will be running at such lightning speed before very long. Now here's a prediction for you. This is just my prediction, my opinion. Again, nobody's trying to get sued. I think many of the companies that have been holding California in high esteem and making them the superpower they are going to leave. I believe that Tesla decides to move most of their operations out. And the only thing I see happening, they tear down the operations that are close, and they build one huge facility that will house everything that they're doing in that area. That will be one operation operating out of California, and many more operations operating outside of California and everywhere else that they can find a foothold. Because California has not been treating the business sector very well. And I'm not talking about big corporate profits, they're making tons of money there. I'm not talking about the huge taxes. They need that money to keep the infrastructure and everything running the way it should be. What I mean is just the way they've been treating them. The government of California has been acting like they are kings and queens. And when they rule by edict. They don't rule by consensus. They don't rule by what's best for the future of the people there. They've been making decisions that have been based on kings or queens getting their way. So I think we're going to have to look at California differently. I think moving to California is something that may happen if they don't fall into the ocean in about 20 years from now. When they finally wake up and realize that they've lost enough and it's time to turn things around. Pray for you, California, because I'd love to go visit and spend a lot of time there. But you guys are really, you're losing sight of the goal. Take a look at what he's just built in Texas. And tell me, California, would that not have been fantastic for your infrastructure, for your economy? Lots of space in California. You could have found space for something like that, but instead you chased them away. You're chasing away many other big companies too. I don't know if you're noticing yet, but you will notice in the pocketbook, and then you'll notice in the infrastructure. Terra Texas is going to do so much for Texas and the loss of their oil industry. Not total loss. There are things that cannot be had without the oil industry, okay? But at least not having it burnt and blowing into the air every single day. Terra Texas will offset some of the losses that the oil industry is going to have there in Texas, which is going to be great for the people. Elon Musk has already put in battery storage. By the time he's done, who knows? Maybe he'll expand it and start supplying electricity to the entire state. It's quite easy to do, quite possible. It just takes batteries. And with the newest development, looks like he might be able to make good on that. That's just my prediction. That's just my thoughts and hopes, and I hope they come to fruition. So, folks, realize it's not too late. Get in on the Tesla train, because this is one of the highest speed trains that have no end of track. They can just keep on going. So, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, become a member, smash that bell, don't miss anything going forward. Remember, we never give up and we never give in, but we always keep an open mind, because knowledge is our power. And we're not giving up our power, because we are beautiful, thinking people. So stay safe, stay healthy, and beyond all, stay as happy, compassionate, understanding, and loving as humanly possible.